Do you know how startup funding works? What is the process? If not, then this video is for you. Hello guys, my name is Yogesh Chite and I am the founder of Entie. I consider that you are ready with your pitch deck and your startup is fundable and investable. So let's understand what is the general process of reaching out to the investor, getting meetings, discussion, getting funds and onboarding them. We need to understand the investment doesn't happen randomly. So there are specific set of the investor and there are specific set of the startups. So it has to match. So we need to categorize the investor first. And how you can categorize? Understand what is the stage of your startup. Is it ideation? Is it MVP? Is it early revenue? Is it growth? So that will help you understand what is the stage of your startup. Second, what domain you are from. Healthcare, agriculture, food, automobile. What is the domain of your startup? The next thing is the geography, as in you could be from Pune, you could be from Mumbai, Bangalore. The next thing is how much you required. What is your ask? If you write down all these four things, so you would understand what kind of investor would take interest in your proposal. So if you see there are set of the investor who might invest in early revenue stage, who might invest in MVP stage, who might invest in growth stage. There are set of the investors who are predominantly focusing on particular domain, healthcare technology, fintech, or agriculture or food technology. So they have decided where they want to invest, at what stage they want to invest, what is their ticket size. I can only sign a check for 10 lakhs or 15 lakhs or 20 lakhs. So they have decided how much they would invest. Also, they might have decided on the geography. I might be investing into Mumbai and Pune based startup only. I might be interested into Delhi based startup only. So there are the criteria investor looks for. So first thing is we need to categorize based on the investment ask, based on the startup stage, based on the domain and based on the geography. Once you are able to understand, so you would be able to categorize and shortlist the investor. Once you shortlist the investor from all kind of sources, Twitter, LinkedIn or any source, you need to study each and every investor, their investment thesis, their background, their portfolio of the startup. So you could get a better information, better insight and you could get some confidence how you can pitch to the investor when you get the meeting. So studying about the investor would help you in pitching in a better way. Now you know what kind of investor you need, you have studied them. Now you need to place a contact. So you can't directly email stating that you are looking for funds. The relation has to be developed. Now try and find all these people on LinkedIn and Twitter. Find some common interest. Start discussing with all these people by commenting, by posting, by sharing your knowledge, by asking help, by asking questions. So they would get to know about you, about your startup. Once you think that the particular investor is knowing you, then you can ask them, I am looking for investment. So can I get your email ID so I can share my pitch and then we can discuss it further? Isn't it a good way? Identifying the good investor, having some initial conversation and then asking, I am looking for investment. This gives you the highest probability that you are going to get the meeting with that particular investor because you have done all the homework. So once you share the pitch and details with the investor, he might ask you for an introductory session. The first meeting in person or through Zoom or Skype, you would be talking about your startup, your journey, your business model, your revenue model, all things about your startup, about your team. If the investor is interested and he sees that okay, you guys have got some potential, he would invite you for another meeting. And in that meeting, your startup and everything they might discuss in detail. Plus they will ask you what is your fund requirement, where you are going to use this fund. The next or same meeting could be for negotiation and valuation. How much equity you are going to dilute and what is the negotiation you are going to do. How much finally you are going to offer to the investor. If everything is fine and positive, then the investor would invite you for another meeting for due diligence. They would be checking your all balance sheets, all the transaction. They might call your customer, they might call your ex-employer. just to understand and get the feedback about you, about your startup. Once the due diligence seems to be positive and fine, there would be a term sheet, as in how much fund they are ready to give, what is the dilution, how the disbursement would be, what are the milestones. So you would sign a term sheet. Then you need to onboard the investor. Once you onboard the investor, there would be a disbursement of the funds. So you would start getting funds from that point. Let me revise it for you. Considering your startup is fundable and you have got the pitch deck, first you are going to categorize the investor. Initially you would build some relationship with the investor. Then you would ask and share the pitch deck and other details. Then you would go in a multiple round of discussion with the investor. If all the things are good, then you would be signing a term sheet, you would onboard the investor and you would get the funds. I hope you like this information. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you again. Thank you.